Hello there, welcome to our second story and a silent song and other stories. Incidents in the Park from Kenya by Meja Mwangi. Incidents in the Park is a short story by Meja Mwangi that explores the everyday struggles of urban life in Nairobi, especially as experienced by the jobless and the poor. Set in the well-known Uhuru Park, the story paints a vivid picture of city life where the park serves as a refuge to the frustrated and idle masses. Through detailed description, Mwangi captures the physical and emotional atmosphere of the park. Its dry and neglected state mirrors the hopelessness of those who frequent it. The story revolves around a disturbing event in the park where a poor fruit seller is confronted by two constables for lacking a license and an identity card. The vendor, already burdened by a previous court case, pleads with the officers, even offering the little money and the fruits he has, but they remain silent and unbending. Fearing arrest and the wrath of what he calls quote-unquote a tyrant judge, the man flees. A chaotic chase follows and the fruit seller is mistakenly believed to be a thief. The crowd, without knowing the facts, join in and he is lynched. Tragically, by the time the constables reach him, he is dead. The title Incidents in the Park is significant as it highlights how an ordinary day in the public space turns into a moment of violence and tragedy, revealing deep-rooted societal problem. The irony in the behavior of the constables, who are meant to uphold justice but instead contribute to the man's death by provoking the situation and remaining passive when he pleads for mercy. People in the park spend time in various ways. That is, some sell goods to survive, others relax or eat cheap meals, and many simply marked by overcrowding, desperation and conflict between authority and the informal sector. Many people move to the city in search of a better life only to find disappointment and hardship. The park is filled with signs of poverty, that is, dirty surroundings, cigarette butts, hungry and tired people with worn clothes. The fruit seller's lack of documentation reflects a wider issue. Without an ID or a business license, he becomes vulnerable to police harassment and legal trouble. Ironically, the identification demanded of him is replaced by the one he receives at the morgue, highlighting the cruel twist of fate. Justice in the story is not delivered by the legal system, but by the mob, which acts on assumption rather than truth. The vendor's death is as a result of a failed justice system, insensitive constables, and an easily influenced public. The fruit seller runs because he fears an unfair trial more than death. His reference to the quote-unquote tyrant judge shows a deep mistrust in the legal system where the poor are treated harshly and have little chance to defend themselves. Blame for his death lies on multiple shoulders. That is, the constables who escalate the situation, the mob that acted violently, and the systemic urban problems that forced the man into illegal vending to survive. The story offers important lessons about justice, compassion, and the harsh realities of life for the urban poor. The story explores the dark side of urbanization, that is, poverty, poor governance, and the failure of institutions meant to protect citizens. Through the fate of one man, Meja Mwangi makes a powerful statement about injustice and the human cost of neglect in modern cities. Thank you, and bye for now.